Hey guys, this is Normal here for Technique, and today we'll be comparing two entry-level or budget Windows phones, the Karbon Titanium Windows W4 with the Nokia Lumia 530. So Karbon released its first Windows phone after Microsoft announcing new OEM partners at the Build conference. So this is the cheapest Windows phone available right now. It's priced around 5,400 in India, while the Nokia Lumia 530 was announced a couple of months back, and now it's available for around 6,000 rupees. So the pricing is almost similar and the spec is also similar. So let's do a comparison of these two devices and see which is better in this price point. So before that, let's have a quick look at the specs. So this Karbon Titanium Windows W4 comes with a 4-inch WVGA display with 4 GB internal storage. It has a 5 megapixel camera with a flash, and there's also front facing camera, and it runs Windows Phone 8.1 and has support for micro SD card, just like most of the other Windows phones. And it has 3 capacitive touch buttons. They are not on-screen buttons like the Lumia 530. Then it has a quad-core Snapdragon 200 processor, and it has 512 MB of RAM. So that's the quick specs of the Karbon Titanium Windows W4. Now moving on to the Nokia Lumia 530. This is supposed to be cheapest Lumia device available right now. So it again has a 4-inch WVGA resolution display, and it is powered by the same quad-core Snapdragon 200 chipset, and it has 512 MB of RAM. It has 4 GB internal storage, and then it's also expandable to via micro SD card, and it also has a 5 megapixel camera. But unlike the Karbon's 5 megapixel camera, this is a fixed focus camera, and there is also no front facing camera. So that's the spec aspect of these two devices. Now moving on, let's do the detailed comparison of these two devices. So first step, let's consider the design and build quality. So design and build quality wise, the Karbon Titanium Wind is there's nothing exciting about it. It's very similar to any other Karbon or Android phones. With the same type of design, with volume keys on the left side and the power button on the right side, and you also have the micro USB charging slot and the 3.5 audio jack at the top. So it looks pretty much average device. The plastic quality of the build quality of this device is not that great. It looks very glossy, and the kind of materials used is not really the great. But the good thing is that it's light in weight and you don't feel really heavy using this device. But the plastic quality could have been better here. Now moving on to the Nokia Lumia 530, it has the traditional Lumia design. It has a curved back panel with a matte finish. The quality of materials used on this is really good, and it stands out. It beats other phones in this price because of the excellent build quality. Nokia hasn't compromised on the build quality on the device, but on the whole you can see the Lumia 530 is a thicker device than the Karbon Titanium Wind. So holding the device is much more easier for Karbon. But the overall quality of the device looks better on the Lumia 530. Now moving on to the display, you can clearly see from here the colors are much better on the Karbon Titanium Windows W4. We have the same theme on both the device, and both the device have the brightness set to low level, and you can see the colors. The orange color is much better on the Karbon Titanium Wind when compared to the Lumia 530. But when you go to the viewing angles, you would see that both are pretty much not that great in viewing angles, and the colors of the display changes when you view at an angle. That's not a desirable point of the display. So the viewing angles are really bad on these two devices, and but the touch sensitivity is much better on the Lumia 530 because it has Nokia's display, while on Karbon it's pretty good, but not better than the Lumia 530. So overall in the display aspect, while the colors are much better on the Karbon Titanium Windows W4, the touch response is better on the Lumia 530. Now moving on to the software and performance, both the devices come with the same Windows Phone 8.1 with almost the same set of features, the notification and a host of new features which come with the Windows Phone 8.1, and the speed and performance is almost the same because both the devices are powered by the same processor, that the Snapdragon quad-core 200 chipset, and with 512 MB of RAM. So performance wise both the devices are almost similar. But the advantage of having Lumia 530 is that it supports Nokia's apps. There are quite a lot of apps included from Nokia, so those apps are compatible with 530, while on Carbon Titanium WinW4 you don't have the support for those apps. So if you're already using Nokia's apps, then you might be better choosing the Lumia 530, because you will get all the Nokia apps, but this is not available on the Carbon Titanium WinW4. Now moving on to the camera, both the devices have the 5 megapixel camera, but as I said before, the camera on the Carbon Titanium WinW4 is slightly better than the Lumia 530, because it has a autofocus camera and also comes with flash. So you can see the interface is exactly similar, because it employs the same the features from Microsoft camera, but you don't have the burst mode in this in the Carbon Titanium Wind. You only have the photo mode as well as the video mode, but it has a front facing camera. That's one good. If you are using the device for video calls and selfies, the phone has a front facing camera, while the Lumia 530 does not have a front facing camera. Now moving on to the images taken, photos taken using these two phones, we can say that both are pretty much average, nothing much to boast about. But the good thing about Carbon is that it has a autofocus, and autofocus helps in taking better shots than the Lumia 530, and the colors in the images are more or less almost the same, nothing much to choose between the two. But overall, on the whole, because of the autofocus and the flash along with the front facing camera, we would definitely choose the Carbon if camera is your priority. Now moving on to the battery life, both the devices have pretty much the same battery life. We tested the battery life and found that both the devices can manage a day of usage if you are a casual user with calls, SMS, browsing, music and casual gaming. So that's the battery life. Both have pretty decent battery life, because they are entry level smartphone. You can't expect more than a day of battery usage, but with these two devices you can definitely squeeze in a day of usage if you're an average user. So that was a detailed comparison of the Nokia Lumia 530 with the Carbon Titanium WinW4. Hope you like this video. If you have any queries on this, do drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel for more updates, and thanks for watching this video.